Steph Curry, Kyrie Irving, they are the point guards in the NBA Finals, and they are two of the best dribblers in league history. So says LeBron. I am Jim Baswell. James quoted as saying they are the two of the best ball handlers that this league has ever seen. Let's bring in Brian Windhorst, who has this story on ESPN.com. And Brian, LeBron's perspective is more than just the duo's ability to dribble a basketball. Where was he coming from on this?
Yeah, I think it sounds simplistic when you say they're good ball handlers, but what LeBron was referring to was their ability to completely get their defender off balance. He was almost describing it from a defender standpoint. Curry is one of the best ever at creating space. So even if you're taller than him and you're as quick as him and you're playing right up on him, his ability to move and change direction and go forwards and backwards, it enables him to, even though he's sometimes covered so closely, he gets space to get that shot off. You know, there's great shooters in this league. Kyle Korver is one of them, who they need a couple of screens, and they work very hard, but they need some screens. They need some help to get open. And sometimes Curry is that guy, but he has the ability to get open on his own. And when you combine it with the fact that he's got a really quick release, and he's one of the greatest shooters of all time, if not the greatest shooter, you have the most dangerous package. But the only way it all works together is the ball handling plus the release. And then you look at Kyrie Irving, and he is a different type of player. He's a good shooter, but when he dribbles, it's to attack. And his ability is to change speeds, to set up his guy to get his man off balance, to create angles, to get to the rim, to finish at the rim with either hand by putting English on it. So they both do things very well, but they're both a little bit different, and they're both playing at the same time and now against each other in that series. And LeBron, I think, wanted to call attention to that.
Well, they're two point guards that have extraordinary offensive abilities in different ways, as you just explained, though. Is this maybe a trend where teams are going to be looking for guards in the draft that are going to be similar to this, that have this type of offensive capability, maybe not to this magnitude, but with the mindset that they have?
We've never in the history of the NBA had shooting be more of a premium.
Yeah.
And Kyrie Irving, one of his things was he came in right off the bat and shot 47% in his first season. And obviously Curry was one of the greatest shooters that we've ever seen in college. And so anytime you can get a shooter, if it used to be if you were 7 foot, you were guaranteed to get drafted or at least get looked at by an NBA team. Now, if you can hit 40% from three-point range, you're going to get an opportunity. And these guys are the epitome of it. You don't just need a guard who can set people up. The demand in the league right now is for guards who can shoot. And if you can do that, you're going to be very valued.
Brian Windhorst has this story on ESPN.com. He's covering the NBA Finals for ESPN as well. Brian, thanks for some insight.
Thanks, Jim.
You, of course, can read more about this story and watch the NBA Finals that begin on Thursday with highlights throughout the series right here on ESPN.com. I'm Jim Baswell.